Mutilated animals, dead zones, sewage lagoons, pandemic factories. It sounds like something out of a dystopian novel, but it's all happening right now, all thanks to an industry that values profit over lives on Earth. According to Footprint, industrialized agriculture refers to a highly concentrated and mechanized form of farming that relies heavily on fertilizers, pesticides, and antibiotics. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, organic agriculture refers to a holistic farming system that promotes agroecosystem health, including biodiversity, biological cycles, and soil biological activity. U.S. legal defines agriculture subsidies as the financial assistance provided by the government to farmers through government sponsored price support programs. Organic agriculture is considerably more sustainable than industrial agriculture. According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, industrialized agriculture costs the environment 3 trillion US dollars annually in the form of contamination, property damage, and disease treatment, rendering it an unsustainable form of agricultural practice. In 2021, the UN produced a report warning that 90% subsidies for global agriculture industry caused harm to nature and human health, calling for the repurposing to support organic farming to achieve Goal 2 of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which is to promote sustainable agriculture. The government therefore should subsidize organic farming because it is considerably more sustainable in two key respects. Industrial agriculture is distinguished by its heavy use of synthetic herbicides, pesticides, and antibiotics, which is destroying our environment. According to the Center of Biological Diversity, in the US alone, crops grown for animal feed are sprayed with 235 million pounds of pesticides and herbicides annually. Agrochemical fertilizers contaminate the soil that run off into rivers, lakes, and streams, poisoning aquatic life. The University of British Columbia has warned us that large industrial farming is causing tremendous loss of biodiversity, with chemicals already harming 93% of the plants and animals protected under the Endangered Species Act. According to the Organic Trade Association, switching to organic agriculture would eliminate 500 million pounds of harmful pesticides and chemicals annually. A 9-year study by the Agricultural Research Service shows that organic farms were superior in terms of building healthy soil. In addition, the American Rivers Organization notes that organic farming does not pollute nearby rivers since they do not use harmful pesticides or toxic fertilizers, keeping water supplies clean. Therefore, even the US Department of Agriculture officially notes that organic farming both conserves and contributes to biodiversity, warranting the support with subsidies. Those opposing the increase in subsidies for organic agriculture often argue that subsidizing organic agriculture will exacerbate the effects of climate change. They argue that organic farming requires cultivating more land for food production, and that low yields of organic agriculture will likely be ensued by increasing food imports, producing more greenhouse gases. This is not true because of my second point. Organic agriculture produces less greenhouse gases. First, unlike industrial agriculture, organic farming is prohibited from using fossil fuel based fertilizers and most synthetic pesticides, which requires high quantities of fossil fuels. A 40-year study by Rodale Institute found that organic farms use 45% less energy than conventional farms because of their abstinence from such usage. Abstaining from synthetic nitrogen fertilizers alone is expected to lower the global agricultural greenhouse gas emissions by as much as 20%. Second, organic agriculture further contributes to the mitigating of greenhouse effects owing to the sequestered carbon in the soil. The management practices of organic agriculture, such as returning crop residue to soil and crop rotations, increases soil carbon storage. Hence, the study conducted by the Columbia Climate School shows that organic farms produce 40% less carbon emissions in the United States overall, helping humanity combat climate change. Organic farming, therefore, should be encouraged through subsidies.